Yo, what's up, guys? This your boy leozhontai, and today I'm gonna bring you a video about Adelard. Adelard is for me, one of the most underrated units, especially for an MR in this game. He's probably one of the best. He's just an all-around good mage, and he's one of my favorite MRs up there with Ramada. And today I just want to like to show you his potential. So let's check it out. Alright, as you can see, I've been leveling up my Adelard for a while now. I got him level 90 out of 99. And I just want to show you first thing first that it stand out for me was his resistances. And his resistance is so damn good. Look at this. Yes. He is so good when it comes to resistance. Honestly, he's probably even better than Miranda when it comes to resistance, which is a surprise from my MR unit. And Adelard, man, as you can see, he got good attack resistance, piercing, uh, what's that, missile, and okay, magic. And if you equip them with the Alexandrite ring, you already see all his resistances. Uh, I have the Esper Siren with him just because I wanted to boost up his slash resistance, just in case enemies get close, he could take a hit. Also, you know, she have pretty high magic, and she had piercing, which I'm about to get into that. Which a lot of people is piercing is good for red mages if they have the resistant break. So let's first thing first, let's check out the his master ability. I'm trying to pull it up. There we go. All right. So he got magic plus 25%, dexterity plus 10%. He got a good chunk of magic. As you can see, my magic's at 656 with his TMR. But he's not gonna be really an evade unit. His luck is pretty low, but at the same time his dexterity is pretty good for a MR unit. So you could probably build him as a crit base mage user, you know, with pretty good accuracy. He got pretty good HP for a red mage. You know, his attack you don't really have to worry about because he don't really have an attack basis besides I think resistant break, but his team already gives some low attacks, so that's good. So let's check him out. Pull up his thing real quick. The Vermilion Sword for his TMR is probably one of the best MR TMRs out there because it gives our magic attack up and not slash attack up. Magic attack up is good for, you know, if you got like, you know, using like magic attacks and stuff like that. So it's very handy for him to boost up his fire. And you can put this on other units. As you can see, I put this mostly on my Miranda. But this will boost up a lot of his attacks, especially jammer thrust. Let's check out his abilities. His abilities stand out a lot. Like I think he's very underrated because his abilities is so damn good, man. Like once you check out his abilities, it's ridiculous. First thing first, he get the, you know, red mages usually get Cura and their element spell. So he got Cura Fire. And you could build them multiple different ways, which is very fun. This is why I really like this unit. Some of his attacks, he got a good old jammer thrust, which will be boosted by his TMR if you equipped it on him. He got resistance break, and this is what I was telling you about. That the resistance break is good. This is like his only physical move, and it's good to lower down the enemy spirit. And once you lower that down, man, you start casting spells, or you got other magic users casting spells. It's ridiculous. He could lower down the resistance so far that your spells could be hitting for crazy amounts. I use them on my PvE team for towers, and I did use them on PvP, testing them out, and then I also used them on some raids, especially when they had like the hard extreme challenges. I used his resistance break, And then he have for red mage, he also have fast cast, so he can even reduce his activation time, so he can cast a little faster, which is pretty good, especially if you mix up on somebody else and you reduce their casting times. You can either use this on dragoons or mage users. Or also, he got white mage and green mage. Now both of them is very good options for the red mage. The reason why, I know a lot of people don't like green mage, but I love it. And the reason why I like his green mage ability, he's probably one of the best green mage units so far, just because he got vitalized and he got imperial, whatever how you spell it. I say imperial got the best, one of the best debuffs in the game thus far. And if you have emerald echo with it, it can last up to 4 turns. This will lower his resistance down towards, so that this will lower down the enemy resistance so far down that every one of your units, that's right, it doesn't matter what element, it lowers all elements down. Every unit you use will get a damage up on that enemy you're attacking. And on top of that, it's an AoE attack, meaning that you could do this on multiple units. Then you could hit them with an AoE spell. You can hit different targets, and every unit will you could kill any unit. This is a tank buster move. All right, you use this on a tank, your enemies attacking them, they gonna ain't gonna feel like a tank no more. They're gonna die. All right. So this is a very underrated move, and I think a lot of people overlooked it because it don't gives off, like, the initial move doesn't give off a lot of damage. It's not a large attack damage, so I think a lot of people overlooked it. But this move right here, it made me clear towers so easy, especially the last level. I used this move on a lot of enemies that didn't take that much damage, and then next thing you know, they're taking normal damage, and I can just kill them very fast. So this move is so viable, and I can't wait till we have the on and off moves, and I'm pretty much gonna turn all his other attack spells off and just make them use this, and then, whoo, yeah, that's gonna cause some pain. Um, Another thing is, if you don't decide not to go green mage, also he got the room move, so it could attack a lot farther than his other spells. So that's pretty good too. Also, if you don't want to go green mage, you can go. Oh, one more thought about that. So I did a test when I combine Imperial and Resistance Break, and the damage is freaking insane. It is ridiculous. It is very OP. So that's another combination I feel like a lot of people should try, especially for bosses. Try it out, especially if you have mage units with you. Try it out, please, and let me know what you find. And so let's go to his white mage sub job. His white mage sub job is also pretty good. He got some cure spells. He got Curaga, which is also very nice. He got Curada, very good single target heal. He got cure. He don't have full life, but he got raised, which is still pretty good. He got the regular curing spells, so he could be an offensive and support unit, like as a healer, and he's all around beast, man. Um, his support jobs is pretty good also. Now he don't have a support job that will boost up his magic attack, but his support job is very defensive. Like you could put on 2 magic resistance to boost up his magic resistance to pretty high levels. Mine is not maxed out, but I will show you some once I combine the two, see how far my magic resistance is. He could also boost up his initial AP, which he could leads to more jamming thrusts and leads to more spells. Very good if the enemy's in range. But Adelard usually don't have an AP problem, and he also have March of the Saints, which is probably will be good in future content when they start bringing out Doom, and that will lead to problems. So he could be one of those units that you could that one day in the future he'll be useful for that particular raid or boss. Another thing that I noticed too that a lot of people have been sleeping on is the spell counter. So I used them one time in PvP, and I was fighting against, I think against a Katone, or a Shadow Lynx or something like that, and they hit me up close, and the dispel counter, and they had all their evasion buffs. You know how that is. So the dispel counter, it removed their evasion buffs. Yes. So this is another way. If you're having problems with evasion teams and they buffing up and all that stuff, find yourself a green mage. Put on that dispel counter and watch all their buffs go to waste. And you know when they have evasion teams are squishy, you ain't gonna have no defenses on the evasion team. I'm telling you, man, this is so good. And PvE content is gonna be the same thing. I think that ninja was attacking one of my red mages, or Adelard, and it was actually the Venera unit on the last level. She was attacking the Adelard. He did the spell counter, and we was able to hit her because I stacked up the dexterity and the luck, and she was easy. They didn't even have to use holy. So another thing with that is also he got the regenerative ability, which if he get hit, he get healed. So this is another thing. Another the reason why I like the red mage and green mage combination is because he can heal with the cure spell for his red mage job, and he can still provide support as a green mage, and lower down resistance and all that stuff for all your enemies. So this is why I prefer the green mage over the white mage. Crazy, I know, right? Y'all like, what the hell? Why would you use green mage over white mage? Well, that's the reason why. He can still cure, you know. But because of the white mage, he can also get access to regenerator, which he will be able to regenerate his health over time. So that's very good, especially for his self sustainability. So that's very good. He also have magic reflex, so you could actually dodge uh all the magic attacks. So that's gonna be another option. Um, one more thing, I'm gonna show you some of his combinations of some of his combinations. What I was gonna show you? Oh, the savior protection with the mage protection, and I get once I max it out, I know I could probably hit about 20% magic resistance. So that's also very good. Um, and then I equipped them with the mirage vest instead of the smart coat. The reason why I want him to take a little bit more physical damage, but will also reduce magic resistance at the same time. So that's another viable equipment. It's not that hard to make, but you still need to craft some of those armor books. That's why it's not really maxed out. I ran out of armor books, um, and I think I'm gonna save the rest of my armor books for my next time for smart coat, or if the platinum robe is coming out, I might save it for that, or the warrior light armor. Um, so yeah, he's all around. He's a very useful unit. He's not the fastest unit, but at the same time, his jammer thrust and all that stuff will make up for it. Especially if let's say you're in a situation when you have their mage is faster, and he's in Adelard's range. They're casting a spell. He hit him with jammer thrust. It literally cancels out their their spell. So I don't mind him being a little bit slower, especially against when you're facing a little bit faster mages, because his jammer thrust will always cancel out their moves if he's in range. Uh, and then also he can provide support. He can heal you if you want to. You can put him as a white red mage. He can heal you. He can raise you. He's all around a very good uniform in my unit. And if I was free to play, I'm not gonna tell y'all what units to build, but if I was free to play, he would be a must. Now I'm not free to play, but I still see the valuable him being so valuable that I maxed him out as soon as I got him. Like I said, all right, I got all his shards. I was like, okay, I'm awakening him, and he's gonna be one of those units um that I used. Also, to make his build even more diverse. Let's say you have a composition where you need a magic user, but you use mostly physical users. No problem, relax, no problem. Now, if you combine him with the Ifrit card, he's still not. The Ifrit card is not a magic, base card, but because he got the fire attack up, he still will boost up your Adelard's fire based moves, but also gives your rest of your team attack based moves. So you could probably have like a semi mage slash attack units, and it'll still be valuable. So he's very diverse, man. Like Adelard is probably one of the best and one of my favorite MRs, and I'm quickly going to max him out. But I've been working on other units. As you can see, I still got the Lilith from the last video. I've been working on her a little bit, and I'm still working on Lorenzo, and I'm working on my Venera. I've been working on also the Fravia, uh, but I've been using mostly working on her Renaissance, and I'm also working on my Exia. Same thing, work on her Renaissance, and I'm working on to get her cat claws. I'm buying it from the shop, and maybe next event come around, I could probably max out the cat claws. Since I didn't really did that the first time around when it first came out, when the game just came out. So I'm working on stuff. So yeah, Adelard is very good, and I suggest that every free to play user use them. Well, I hope y'all liked the video, and please don't sleep on Adelard and the Green Mage abilities. Uh, yeah, especially when you max them out, it's very good. I hope y'all have a nice day, and just hope y'all subscribe and wait for my next video to come out, probably another day or two. All right, thank you, and have a nice day.